Hello everyone, it's Felicity here from Zenisa Tarot, and I'm bringing back a horoscope tarot reading because it feels like the last 3 months of 2018 will be quite hectic and the energy is quite strong, and hopefully these videos can help you. And so this video is a bit different because towards the end of this video you need to pick a card to help you fine-tune this reading, because there are a lot of people who have the Leo energy, Sun, Moon or Rising, alright? So you can pick a card to fine-tune this reading. And yes, thank you for your support for my reading. And now let's get started because this is the Leo reading, yes. Okay, let's see. There's some kind of mental challenge, verbal challenge going on. And it's like a halt, like someone is trying to look at something and then trying to take away your ability to express. Maybe it's concerns about verbal expression, maybe it concerns about some kind of communication. Alright? So someone or some people are looking at some kind of communication, some kind of speech, some form of verbal communication especially, and trying to take away this freedom of expression, trying to flatter. I also see some kind of flattery, and maybe you are going to a certain direction and then suddenly someone trying to sway you to another direction by saying something very beautiful. The main aim is to stop you from communicating. Alright? So I would suggest that flattery, you need to think about the motivation of the people who flatter you. What are the motivation? Alright? Tap into your intuition in order to understand people's motivation. Alright? So there's some kind of not very mature communication going on. It's not mature because it's the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. Alright, so not very mature. And they need to brush up the skills as well. Or maybe you need to brush up your communicative skills in order to cooperate with others. I see that there's some kind of communicating skills, maybe socializing skills. You need to tame your need to express yourself. You know, sometimes when you would like to communicate with others, and since we would like to persuade others, or we would like to express how we are thinking, how we are feeling, then you need to express it in a way that people understand you, or in a way that people accept it. Otherwise, people will just turn away from the words that you are expressing. And it's not time to be very aggressive. It's not time to be aggressive. So try to polish the way that you communicate, polish the way that you deliver the message, or polish the way to think about how you can make your creativity into words. You know, a lot of people have some kind of creativity, and how to put this creativity into your words. So it's about verbal expression mixed with creativity, cooperating with others, and yet not to flatter. You know, sometimes there's a fine line between talking bluntly, you know, the blunt expression of your words, of your feelings, and the aggressive expression of your words. There's a fine line between that. So how to take a balance? You would like to express yourself, you want to say something, and yet not to get people to be offended. to be defensive. All right, this is the skill. So diplomatic skills and yes, the balance between, expressing yourself and not making others feel bad about the words that you say. All right. So how to tactfully express yourself without hurting others. This requires some kind of polishing. All right. So now from number 1 to number 3, please pick one number. Okay. For the people who choose number 1, here's your card. Okay. The responsibility card. And the need to take charge, the need to think about legacy, family heritage, and it also concerns about organization. All right, so concerns about organization, taking a deep reflecting on the things that you say. Maybe let's see card for Leo, we'll choose number 1. Advice card for that. Stay optimistic about your love life, or stay optimistic about the things that you are reflecting to. Yes, you may have a lot of responsibility. You take on a lot of burdens and responsibility. And then sometimes taking on too many responsibilities can weigh you down. Like maybe you see something that it's very upsetting, and then you take on other people's energy and feelings as well, and then it might affect your optimistic view of life. Sometimes when people see that other people are not doing well in certain area of life, they will also feel that, okay, maybe I will not do so well as well. All right, so stay optimistic, believe yourself. Do not just take too many responsibilities. Sometimes you need to set a boundary, because sometimes you have your own responsibility, others will have their own responsibility. All right, so even though something upsetting happening to others, and you need to understand it may not happen to you. Just because things happen to others, it may not happen to you. So stay optimistic. Okay, for the people who choose number 2, okay, their expression again. Okay, you have some kind of talents. You can express your talent. Maybe it's drawing, maybe it's writing. It takes a long time for you to develop these skills and talents, but you can do it. Take a little bit of small step each day to fine-tune these talents, to practice. Sometimes even though you are very talented in certain area, and you still need to take time to polish your skills. Maybe it concerns about expression. All right, the expression of value, the expression about your talents, it can help you to stay grounded, like very connected to the Mother Earth, or help you connected to your own true essence. It feels like you are meant to do this. Expressing yourself in a creative way, maybe in writing, painting, drawing. Yes, something maybe calligraphy, something to do with the hands, maybe playing the piano. It takes time to do so, and once you have practiced it, it will give you a lot of satisfaction, a lot of value. Like you are feeling so fulfilled about yourself. You feel like you are making something very valuable for yourself. This is really good. So start taking a small step to do it. Okay, for the people who choose number 3. Okay. You are very strong. You do not surrender, no matter how privileged the other person is. You are very, very brave to say what you want to say, to express yourself. And you do not, like you see everyone just like the same. You do not place, you place everyone equally. And that's why when you feel like someone is not respecting you, you are willing to say something, even though that someone is your senior or holding a high position. You are able to say no to them because you feel like you deserve certain kind of respect. When you feel that other people are not respecting you, you just say no to them. This is a very, very strong energy. And yes, it can create some kind of conflict, but then sometimes, people need to respect you, respect your boundary. And also sometimes when you are confident with yourself, the card reminds you not to fight that hard, because when you know that you are sticking to your own truth, there's no need to persuade others. Okay, you just politely ask them to leave you alone, and that's it. All right, don't be too angry or something. Just peacefully ask them to respect your boundary, to ask them to leave you alone. I hope you enjoyed this reading. See you in the next video. Bye bye.